Section I, piecewise functions. A piecewise function is just a function that's defined differently over different domains. For example, something that looks like this. F of x equals negative x squared minus 2x when our x values are less than or equal to 0. The constant 3 when our x values are between 0 and 2. And the square root of x minus 1 when our x values are greater than or equal to 2. If we want to plug into this function, we plug in differently based on what our x values are. If our x values are less than or equal to 0, we plug into this part. If our x values are between 0 and 2, we plug into this part. And if they're greater than or equal to 2, we plug into the bottom part. For example, f of negative 1. If I want to evaluate this function at negative 1, since negative 1 is an x value that's less than or equal to 0, I plug that negative 1 into my top piece. I'm going to get negative 1 in parentheses squared minus 2 times negative 1. This gives me negative 1 plus 2, or positive 1. Part B, f of 2. Well, 2 is right on the boundary between this interval and this interval, but the middle interval is only good for x values less than 2, while the bottom one is for greater than or equal to 2. So I'll plug into the bottom piece there. F of 2 is the square root of 2 minus 1, square root of 1, or just 1. Part C, f of 1. 1 is something in the interval between 0 and 2, so I need to just plug into the middle piece. Plugging into that constant function just gives me 3. Part D, f of 1.99. Well, that's really close to 2, but it still is less than 2, which means I need to plug into my middle piece. Again, I get 3 for my answer there.